Vaishali welcomes you all once again in Gokuldas Public School's structured syllabus-based online classes. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and doing well at home. So, in our previous lectures, we have covered chapter number 1, which was numbers up to 999. We have covered chapter number 1. So today we will start from chapter number 2, which is addition. Chapter number 2, addition. So what is addition? When things are put together, we do addition. When things are put together, we do addition. And here, what do I mean by putting things together? What do I mean by putting things together? Suppose you are having 2 apples and I give you 3 more apples. Suppose you are having these 2 apples and I gave you 1, 2 and 3 more apples. Now, how many apples do you have? So, for counting them together, for counting them, how many apples do you have? You have to put them, these 2 and these 3 apples together for counting. And the sign which is used for addition is called plus. The sign which we use for addition, or which implies that we are putting things together, which is implying that we are putting these 2 apples and these 3 apples together, this sign is called plus. What this sign implies is addition, like we are having greater than sign for showing a number smaller. We are for showing a number greater or bigger, and we are having less than sign for showing a number smaller. We are having equals to sign for showing 2 numbers equal. Likewise, we are having this plus sign to show addition. How we pronounce it is plus. The sign which is used for addition is we call plus. Now, the terms we use in addition, what we call them, let's learn these 2. The very first term is given, the very first term which we write, we call it first addend, because we are going to add them. We call the first term addend. The second digit we are going to add is second addend, and if third digit is also there, what we call it? Third addend. And if fourth digit is also there, we will call it fourth addend. And the answer when we will get after adding all this number, what we will call it? We will call it sum or total. First addend, second addend. If third digit is also there, we will call that third addend, fourth addend. And our answer which we will get after adding all those numbers, we will get sum or total. Noted down all these 3 points. Now, how to identify when it's come to solve the questions? When we will solving our book's question or other than our book's question, how we will identify that whether we have to do addition or not? How we will identify? When the question will be in the form of numerals. When the question will be in the form of numerals like this, so we can simply identify by seeing this plus sign. We know the plus sign implies addition. So whenever the question will be in the form of numerals, we will see this plus sign and we will get to identify that we have to do addition here. But what about word problems? How we will identify that what we have to do? We have to do addition, or what operation we will do there? For that, there are some common terms which are most commonly used terms. What are them? In all, whenever we will see in all written in a word problem, what we'll understand? We'll understand that we have to do addition and altogether or sum or total. These four terms are most commonly used in word problems, which implies that we have to do addition. So whenever in any word problem question we will see written in all there, sum, total. We are asked to find sum or total, or when we will see all these any of these four, we will understand that we have to do addition. For our understanding or for later, or when we will revise from our notes, we can write these four also. Now, let me ask you some simple questions. Let me ask you some simple question. 110 means 110 means 10. Very good. 2 tens. I know you all are doing this. I know you all know this. But we are just revising. 2 tens. It means 10 and 10. 110 means 110, 2 tens means 10 and 10 means 20. Very good. 3 tens, 30, 4 tens, 40, 5 tens, 50, 6 tens, yes, 60. Now 7 tens is equals to, very good, 70. 8 tens means, very good, 80. 9 tens means 90. Very good. So 110, 10, 2 tens, 20, 3 tens, 30, 4 tens, 40, 5 tens, 50, 6 tens, 60, 7 tens, 70, 8 tens, 80 and 9 tens, 90 and 10 tens, 100. So, now moving towards your books question. So, open your book, page number 28. We are going to solve question on page number 28. The first question they have given is match the birds with its nest. Birds are given there and nests are given there. Numbers are 2 tens plus 5 ones in the form of given here and numerals given for the nest. So, we have to match them with the right answer. So, I am not going to write questions, but you have to write questions in your copy. Ma'am is not writing question here, but you will write questions in your copy. So the first they have given is 2 tens plus 5 ones. 3 tens plus 1 1. Now 4 tens plus 7 ones, and the last one is 7 tens plus 8 ones. And the numerals they have given to match are 47, 25, 78 and 31. So let's do it. 2 tens. 2 tens means 20. Very good. And 5 ones. So we will count 5 21, 22, 23, 24 and 25. So its answer is, or its solution is 25. So where 25 is written? Here. So we will match 2 tens plus 5 ones with 25. Now the next number is 3 tens. 3 tens means 30 plus 1 1. It means we have to count forward 1. We have to count forward 1 from 30. So what comes after 30 is 31. So where 31 is written? Here. So we will match this 3 tens and 1 1 with 31. Now the next one is 4 tens plus 7 ones. 4 tens. 4 tens means, very good, 40 plus 7 ones. So it means we have to count 7 forward for 40. So let's count 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46 and 47. So where 47 is written? Here. So we will match this with this 47. The last one, 7 tens plus 8 ones. 7 tens plus 8 ones. So what does this 7 tens means? 70. Very good. Plus 8 ones. It means we have to count 8 forward. So let's count 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77 and 78. So this 7 tens and 8 ones means 78. So this is how we will match these columns. Okay, this is how I didn't make birds and nest here. I just solved. Now, the next question. Add the followings. Question number 2. Add the followings. So I am going to do part B of question number 2. One sentence. You all know what are these one sentence? These are the places. So the first number is 33 and the next number is also 33. So how we will write? We will write ones below ones and tens digit below tens position. We will write ones below ones position and tens below tens position. Now, how do we add these two numbers? We will add ones in ones and tens in tens. We will add ones in ones and tens in tens. So, first of all, we will add ones in ones. So, which digit is written here? 3. So, we will draw 3 sticks for it. 1, 2, 3. Now, what we will do? We are adding. So, we will put plus sign here. Now, the next digit is also 3. So, how many sticks we will draw? 3. 1, 2 and 3. Now, let's count how many sticks are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, 6 sticks are there. So, we will write digit 3 here. Now, we have deal with this ones column. We have added 1 with ones. Now, we will add tens with tens. So, the first digit written here is 3. So, we will draw 3 sticks. Now, what we will do? We will add. So, for that, we will put plus sign here. Now, the next number written is here is also 3. So, we will draw 3 sticks. Now, let's count. How many sticks are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, we will write digit 6 here. So, when we will add 33 in 33, the answer will be 66. Now, likewise, we can do part C also in the same manner. C. The first number is 47. We will write 4 and 7 below ones. And the next number is 21. We will write 2 below tens and 1 below ones position. Now let's add. The process we know, we will add ones in ones and we will add tens in tens. So first of all, we always start from the rightmost position. We always start from the rightmost position, which is 1. So the very first digit written here is 7. So let's draw 7 is 6, 4, 5, 6, 7. So what we are doing? We are doing addition. So which sign we are going to put? We are going to put plus sign. Now the next digit is 1. So how many sticks we will draw? We will draw 1 stick. So let's count how many sticks are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 8 sticks are there. So we are going to write digit 8 here. Okay, now we have dealt with this ones column. Now it's turn of column number second. So first digit here is 4. So we will draw 4 sticks. Now we are doing addition. So I am going to put plus sign over here. Now the next digit is 2. So we will draw 2 sticks. Now let's count how many sticks are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sticks are there. So we will write number 6 here. So when we will add 47 and 21, the answer or sum or total will be 68. This is first addend, this is second addend, and this is our sum or total. Now you can do part D by your own. Now addition facts. It's time to learn addition facts. Or we can call them property also. What are the addition facts? They are some property which the process of addition possesses. Okay. So there are 2 addition properties or addition facts. Number 1 is order property. The very first is order property and second one is zero property. So let's see what are those order or zero property. So the first one is order property. You can write with me also. If we change the order of, if we change the order of numbers while adding the sum does not change. What does this order property say? If we change the order of the number while adding, the sum does not change. So for understanding this, let me give you an example. Suppose you are having 2 mangoes and I give you 3 mangoes. You are having 2 mangoes, I gave you 3 more mangoes. So how many mangoes do you have now? So for that you have to put them together. So we are putting them together. That is why I am putting this plus sign. So how many mangoes are there? 2. And here 3. So 2 plus 3. Very good. 5. Now suppose you were having, now imagine second scenario. Suppose you were having these 3 mangoes. Now I give you these 2 more mangoes. So how many mangoes do you have now? Let's count 1, 2 and 3 and these 2. 3 plus 2, very good, 5. So, what happened here is, earlier you were having 2 mangoes, I gave you 3 mangoes, and here you were having 3 mangoes and I gave you 2 mangoes. In both the cases, the answer was 5. So, whether I put this 2 here or here, my answer will be 5 only. Or whether I put this 3 here or here, my answer will be 5. So, the order property states that if we change the order of the number, the sum does not, the answer, sum or total does not change. So, let's write an example. So, we can write the same example which we taken here of 3 and 2. So, 3 plus 2 is 5 and 2 plus 3 is also 5. Hence we can say that 3 plus 2 is equal to 2 plus 3 is equals to 5. Okay, now, so this was the order property of addition facts. Now, the second one is zero property. The second one is zero property. So, zero property states that if any number, you can write down with me. The second one is zero property. Okay. The zero property states that if any number is added to 0 or 0 is added to any number, if any number is added to 0 or 0 is added to any number, the result remains same. The result remain same. So what does I mean by saying that if any number added to 0 is, suppose you are having 3 mangoes, okay, and I haven't gave you any mango, it means I am not giving you any mango, that means I am giving you 0 mangoes. So now how many mangoes do you have? 3, or you are having 2 apples. Now I am not going to give you any apple, it means I am giving you 0 apples. So how many apples do you have now? Those 2 apples only. So if any number is added to 0, if you add 0, any number is added to 0, if you add these 3 to 0, or if 0 is added to number, if no apple is given to these 2 apples, means 0 is added to 2. So any number is added to 0 or 0 is added to any number, the result will be same. In the case of 3 mangoes, the result will be 3 only, and in the case of 2 apples, the result will be 2 only. So let's write example. Three plus 0 is equals to 0. Very good. And 0 plus 3 is equals to 3. Sorry. If we add 0 in 3, the answer will be 3. And if we add 3 in 0, the answer will be 3. Now, let's do some questions based on this property. So, we'll do exercise 2.1. We are doing exercise 2.1. Open page number 31. Question number 1. I am not writing question. Ma'am is not writing question, but you have to write question in the copy. So, the first question is fill in the boxes using properties of addition. So, how many properties we have learned? We have learned two properties, order property and zero property. Order property says that if we change the order of numbers, the answer will remain same. And zero property says that if 0 is added to any number or any number is added to 0, the answer will be the number itself. Okay. So now let's do some question based on these two property. So part A of question number 1. 7 plus 2 is equals to 2 plus this box. We have to fill this box. So this is order property. If 7 plus 2 will be equal to 2 plus what? 5? No. Yes, it will be equal to 7. This is the question based on order property. Now part B. 42 plus this box is given. It means we have to fill this box is equals to 35 plus 42. Now what will come here? This is the question of order property. Very good. 35. 42 is written here, so the number come here will be 35. Now part C. Box plus 40 is equals to 40. Now which property is this? Which property will apply here? Very good. Zero property. If 0 is added to any number, the answer will be number itself. If we will add 0 in 40, the answer will be 40. D. 84 plus box. We have to fill this box is equals to 84. Now which property will be used here? Zero property. So we will write 0 here. If we add 0 in 84, we will get 84. The last one, 62 plus box is equals to 49 plus 62. Order property, what will be the number we will write here is, very good, 49. So this is all for today's lecture. In the next lecture, we will move further. We will move toward the next topic of this lecture. Today, we will learn basics of addition and the two properties, zero property and order property of addition. So till then, bye-bye. Stay home, stay safe and keep practicing. Bye-bye students.